we're going to get to our next theorem, and this is the rectangle diagonals theorem. And what this tells us is that a parallelogram is a rectangle if and only if its diagonals are congruent. And so that means if I have a shape, its diagonals are congruent, I can automatically say it is therefore a rectangle. So we're going to use that to find diagonal lengths. Number 1, in rectangle QRST, QS is equal to 5x minus 31, and RT is equal to 2x plus 11. I want to find the lengths of the diagonals. Well, I just learned from my theorem that diagonals are congruent, so that means that QS is equal to RT. So substituting those values in, I have that 5x minus 31 is equal to 2x plus 11. And then I'm going to go ahead and solve for x. So subtract 2x from both sides. Then I'm going to add 31 to both sides. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 3, and I get that x is equal to 14. However, I am not done yet because this told me to find the lengths of the diagonals. Well, I know they're equal to each other. QR is equal to RT. So I'm just going to plug in 14 for x in my RT. So I have 2 instead of x times 14 plus 11. Well, 2 times 14, I get 28. 28 plus 11, I get 39. So the lengths of the diagonals of QRST are 39 units. Okay, go ahead and pause the video. I want you to try and do the next one. So the answer you should have gotten for this one was 41. Again, because this is a rectangle, that means the diagonals are congruent. So I set those equal to one another. When I solved for x, I got 8. And then because the question is asking me to find the lengths of the diagonals, I went ahead and plugged 8 back in for x and BD. You could have also plugged this in for 7x minus 15, and you should still get the same answer. And so that's one way to check yourself to see if you solved correctly, is plugging into both and making sure you get the same answer. That's it for this video, and go ahead and move on to the next one where we'll be looking at finding angle measures in a rectangle.